This is an audio flashcard set covering terms from Chapter 6, Tree Selection. I'll read a term, pause briefly, and then read the definition. If the speed is too fast or slow, you can click the settings to change the speed. This video is intended for review, not to learn the terms. If you haven't studied the chapter yet, look for my playlist that covers the terms in this chapter. Acclimation. Acclimation is a process by which a plant gradually adapts to changes in the environment, which includes heat, cold, drought, and more. Acclimation specifically to the cold is also called hardening. Adaptability. A tree's adaptability is its ability to adjust to and grow in different environmental conditions. A species that has a wide natural range tends to be more adaptable. Exfoliating. Exfoliating refers to bark that sheds the outer pieces, which reveals different colors and patterns of the inner younger bark. It provides visual interest year-round. Fastigiate. Fastigiate refers to a tree's form, one that is narrow and upright. Functional goals. A functional goal is the purpose that the plant fulfills in the landscape. It could be used for screening, shade, aesthetics, and more. The goals will restrict the species that meet your criteria. Habit. Habit or growth habit is used interchangeably with form in the study guide, referring to the overall shape of a tree. More specifically, it's the way a plant grows, as a ground cover, vine, a shrub, or a tree. One species can have more than one growth habit. Hardiness. Hardiness refers to a plant's tolerance of the cold, specifically the low temperatures that are expected in your region. You can find hardiness maps that show the low temperatures in your area. Plants are often sold with information about their cold hardiness. Introduced species. Introduced species are species that are not native to your area, and they were brought in for different reasons. Subsets of introduced species is naturalized and invasive. Some introduced species are really dependent on humans, and they would not survive without extra irrigation or pest management. Invasive species. An invasive species is a subcategory of introduced and naturalized species. It's not native to the area, and it has established itself, but it is so successful that it's out-competing and maybe even pushing out the species that you want to keep. Invasive species tend to have weedy characteristics and are really hard to eradicate. Microclimate. Microclimate refers to the environmental conditions that are found immediately around a plant or within a small planting area. It can be modified to some extent with methods like planting other plants or building structures nearby. Native species. A native species is a species that naturally occurs in your region. Because of that, they tend to be well adapted to the local conditions, including the weather patterns and the soil. Native species will change as the environment and climate changes over time. Naturalized species. A naturalized species is a subset of introduced species. They were brought into the region and they're successful enough that they can grow and reproduce without humans. Pest resistance. The pest resistance of a tree is its ability to defend itself against pests, reducing the overall impact of that pest. A tree that is not resistant is called susceptible. Site analysis. A site analysis is a thorough review of a planting site before you pick the tree. Look at factors like how much light or shade you have, the temperature range, available water, existing structures and hardscape, and other factors that can either promote or limit plant growth. Susceptibility. Susceptibility refers to a species' weakness when it's faced with pests and diseases. If a tree is susceptible to a certain problem and that problem is in your area, the tree is very likely to get it.